Welcome back. 2023 NXL World Cup, and going down on center court right here is the championship here. It's the Commander's Cup. It's going to be Army taking on Navy. Army yesterday took down Air Force, and then the Marines, unfortunately for the Marines, on their birthday, lost to Navy. So it's going to be Navy taking on Army. And Navy's stacked, man. They got Vince from New York Extreme. They got Damian Vasquez from San Diego Dynasty. We've actually mic'd up Damian for this one, so looking forward to hearing about that. And there's no mercy rule out here. I'm Matty Marshall, and I've got Ryan Sarter up here, former Marine, current Army, and also Mike Bianca came from a military family, coach of the Hurricanes, to help us call this set. So Ryan, who do you got in this one? I'm guessing Army. And then, Mike, we got a little mic issue here with Ryan's. But, Mike, do you have any dog in this fight here, Army-Navy? And again, I know you come from a military family.
That's right. So happy birthday to the Marine Corps, 248 years. I got to go with the Uber drivers, the Navy for the Marine Corps on this one. But I do have several friends in the Army. You know what? I love them all. God bless them.
But maybe as we got 14 seconds. But why are the Navy known as the Uber drivers?
Well, we used to call them the taxi cab, but because they are the transportation system for the Marines.
Yeah. But they handled the Marines nicely yesterday here in this paintball battle. So jumping into this one here, I got to go with Navy just because they have Damian and Vince. And Damian and Vince going to be pushing that D side. Damian taking a ton of ground, goes out in that blind zone. Looks like 5 bodies alive, at least to start here for Army. Yeah, Army losing a body, but they get a body into the snake. So a little bit better field position here for currently for Army. Is there a snake too?
Incredible that God player was able to go through that lane of what looked like 3 guns for the Navy.
Yeah, Navy was zoned up on here, so ran right through it with a force field. So he's alive and at the 50-yard line, but they get 2 bodies in for Navy to try to counteract that. But one of them gets owned down the sideline here. So nice kill. He's going to jump over the top here, looking to maybe potentially launch an attack. That Logan Landry Logistics spot is stopping him, though.
I don't understand why players come to this giant snake brick and wrap high. They should be wrapping low. Yeah, they'll get some free kills.
It might get cost him his body. Running referee coming in and check out.
Minor penalty.
Yeah, Wong, who was the hero in the last point, putting up the mercy rule win. No mercy rule here today.
At the same time, Damian gets shot out.
Oh, and Vince gets shot out too. So this is not looking good for Navy, as Army with
Joshua Keys looks like the last guy alive over here in the snake can.
Yeah, I thought, did they have a body on the D side? Ryan, you got better eyes on D2. Is there a body in D2?
No.
Okay, so apparently just 1 body left alive for Army. He does not know the count, as that was a ton of chaos, though. I totally understandable why he's lost that kill count.
So the 1-on-1, so it's funny, these guys actually play on the same team.
Oh, that's incredible.
So he's in 50, okay.
So
he is in
Miller,
the 50. That's why I stood up.
Jacob Miller is at the 50, and then on the snake side can, Joshua Keys, they play on the same team for X-Ball and 5-man.
Yeah, so 1-on-1 situation here. Who's going to be Navy?
I think got a running referee.
I don't know, yellow jersey, yellow paint.
Oh, it's a bounce. He definitely took a bounce because he asked for the check.
Well, Mike, it's very humid out here, so we're getting a lot more bounces today than we saw the past couple days.
You are preaching to the choir.
Yeah, so 1-on-1 battle to see who's going to take initiative here in this Army-Navy battle. Navy with good position, has the whole snake to work with, though. Army kind of stuck in that can, though. I wouldn't be too mad at that spot. He does have an Aztec he can block out that player with. And but yeah, just a little bit more bunkers to work with here. Keys in a little bit of a rough spot. Cans are not the best positions to play 1-on-1s out of. If I was him, I'd actually be trying to get to that Aztec.
Keys could wrap low, and you looking at on your screen right now, he could wrap low towards the snake side and take that God bunker.
By just blocking him out.
Just blocking him out.
Keys knows Miller is a really, really good gunfighter, so I don't think he's taking any chances to try and move anywhere. Jacob Miller is a really good gunfighter. They play against each other all the time. They're on the same team, so there's gonna be a lot of crap talking after who figures out who's gonna win this one.
Well, what team are they on?
Veteran Militia Zulu.
Is that the premier squad?
No, that's the D4 5-man. They're also in the running for the series. Oh, and
I think he.
Did you get him on the bounce shot? There's a bounce shot off of that.
There is a bounce shot
doesn't
off
really have
that
the angle
God.
from
Oh,
there.
he's gonna call him clean again.
Did he catch another bouncer? Jesus.
Yes.
Navy, put your paint in the coolers. What are you doing? God, yeah, 2 bounces. At least he'll be able to say, man, I bounced you twice, you know, even if he loses this gunfight.
Keys is screaming for Miller to be checked on his hopper. Got a ref in there right now, and he's checking it. It looks like he's clean.
So at this point, he's going to have to shoot, Miller's going to have to shoot him in the goggles or the hopper because he's already shot him twice and bounced him. This is a long one-on-one. Come on, guys, figure this out. I want to see more of this battle.
I saw that one.
Fun.
Yep, they're calling him out.
So Miller on his third attempt finally had to shoot him 3 times.
Oh, and the smack talking starts.
He's like, he's in on the hopper.
That's why I absolutely love what we're doing at World Cup with this type of thing. That's outstanding. You know, you can do the smack talk, but at the end, we're all brothers, right?
Well, and also Miller refusing to hit the buzzer. He's like, you know what? I'm going to force you guys to concede. Right. Let's take all this time off. Don't take your time. Take your time. We're going to have a 1-point lead, just so you know.
Yeah, he's screaming right now that, hey, Navy has aviators. What does the Army have?
Tanks.
That's right. Do they still have the tanks?
Yeah,
I know the Marine Corps got rid of them.
Like Army still has their tanks.
Okay.
So, yeah, Key's getting a little lucky there. Ooh, did that break? Oh, let's go. Can we run that back?
Ooh,
that looked like it broke.
So it hit,
that broke.
Hit and sprayed off.
That is a 100% hit. That's a yellow hit on a yellow.
Yep.
Hey, dude, you know, guess what? Way to rock the yellow jerseys or the yellow paint.
Hey, Navy with their 33% paint is.
Yeah.
You want to try and check this out, Maddie?
Yeah, well, we can see if we can get us on camera. We do have a absolutely massive Commander's Cup. That thing is huge.
I will get out of the way.
Ryan tried to put it on the table, and I was like, nah, dude, we're going to have to put that one off to the side. So they'll let us know we're going to be on camera, and you can hold that thing up. But, yeah, so Navy, courtesy of Miller, up by 1. So they're going to have to tighten it up a little bit. They definitely had the advantage and squandered it a bit.
Oh, Bianca. So Navy actually has SK as their coach as well.
No kidding.
Yes.
That seems a bit unfair.
I said this yesterday. You got Vince and Damian and SK as your coach. Man, but what really is unfair? You know.
Listen, there is no fair in war.
Yeah, I was going to say
that's what this
There's
is.
no proportionality in these situations.
I mean, you want assured destruction. So. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Shock and awe. So we got Matt Rao from Infamous, and then Craig Martin, who used to play on Saints last year on this line.
That's true. Army does have Matt Rao, and Matt Rao's pretty legit. You don't get on Infamous unless you're a really good paintball player.
Yeah, tell me about that one, too.
Yeah, sorry, Mike. I know we'll have some time to talk about it later, but
I'm
glad that you made it up for us, though. I was a little scared. I'm like, man, Mike said he'd be here, which means he's probably going to be here, but what a frustrating situation. We'll get into that a little bit, but yeah, right now Navy with a 1-point lead here over Army, looking over shoulders for Army on the breakout as they're in the yellow jersey, starting from the blue side, and in the blue, very, very fitting that Navy's wearing blue.
Five alive on both sides. Oh, and Army loses their snake eye.
Morris able to make it here, maybe. I don't know. He's getting checked out by the ref. Might have caught one. He's at the 50-yard line with a big bite, and he's going to be clean. So there goes
Vince
Damian.
Newell getting shot out.
Oh, and they're going to lose a body in the middle as well, too.
All that effort to get to the snake and to lose your inset shooters.
It's a 3-on-4 right now. Damien up in the Dorito 3.
Yeah, well, Damien now getting into the 50, and Morris over here at the 50 and the snake. Navy definitely has the advantage.
They don't know Damien's in the 50. It looks like he's about to feast. I think Matt Rao just picked him up.
Yeah,
Great counter from Army, though, to contain and control.
Yeah, he's down the sideline, making sure that Morris can't pop around. And looks like there's a bad death there for Navy.
Miller winning to that last point, gets shot out on this one.
Yeah, Miller got to tighten the load. He's probably just feeling like a hero out there right now, thinking he can do whatever he wants, but getting clipped out. So that's a tough death because they have those 50s. You do not want to die as a 2 or 3 when you have your teammates in the 50-yard line bunkers.
4-on-2 advantage for Army. Army set up. Obviously, Navy's got to move into these guns. Granted, they own the 50 and it moved the skirmish line, but here we go. We're seeing some advantage. Nope, saw it. There it is. The Dorito 1 moves to the Dorito 2 and gets smoked.
So now it's a 2-on-3 situation here. Ooh, oh man, Morris definitely had a chance to shoot that D1 player as he made it up. Now he's going to have another chance. He gets that, rips that crossbow shot. So Army throwing away this opportunity in this high body situation. They were not in good position though.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So Damien feasts and Morris feasts, and Navy's going to win a 2-on-4. Ooh,
oh, no,
maybe not, though. It's going to be Matt Rao versus Damien. Damien begging that there's a hit on his pack. Damien,
I don't see one from here.
Yeah, Damien, get focused. We're looking at his pack. You need to clock in. Oh, no, maybe he does. There is a yellow hit on the right-hand side, or there's a yellow something on the back part of Matt Rao's pack.
He was playing that bunker tight.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So, but no penalty assessed. So, Ryan, yesterday we kind of saw a bit of a brutal situation for both squads here in the semifinals. And, they are actually going to end up throwing a penalty. But we didn't see a ton of penalties out here yesterday because the refs were kind of because the refs are all veterans as well, too.
Yes. So, Rubbin's racing. We want to put on a show. So anything gross, they're going to, hey, throw a penalty. But, let the game develop a little bit.
I love that.
Let it play a little bit. Let's have some fun and put on a show. And so nothing too crazy, but, want to let the boys play,
Yeah, I just was able to generate the joust a couple times in the past couple months, and it's kind of the same vibe there. Rubbin's racing.
Yeah.
Unless it's super flagrant, not going to be penalties called. So, and we're in the pits right now. Here's SK wearing a Damien jersey. Let's listen in real quick.
Sorry, dude.
No, I think I'm good. I'm good.
Good job, Damien.
Utah, Damien.
Okay. Hey, can someone get a rec for Damien's mask?
Can I get a key fiber?
What?
Damien's only going to Utah.
Look how tall Vince is, dude. Like, Damien's tall, SK's tall, and Damien Vince just towers over everybody. That's a good line though. Wong's good.
They start with 4. Yeah, I got 4.
Yeah, so they're going to start with 4.
So
Not looking good for Army here.
So Damien has 5 years of service with 1 deployment. His fun fact was lots of drinking.
I really like Damien. Yeah, so I've never had a chance to hang out with him a ton, but he's always got a smile on his face. So here comes a couple looks at some replays. This is the battle going down on the D side is Damien. Staying alive, eating bodies up. He was probably really smart over there, yet aggressive, and that's kind of the magic ticket. And then he thought he got that shot on Matt. He did. He's like, hey, dude, he's hit on his pack. Go check his pack. A referee had to run from the other side of the field to go and make that call. There's the hit right there. Nice job, Joe.
And look at the referee with his back to him.
Yeah, just missed it.
He was looking at something in the pits, apparently. But, yeah, Damien calling his own foul on that one. And Damien right back out, going to Utah. Not sure exactly where that is. Probably pretty far up on the D side, I'm guessing. So now Navy going to be on the blue side, Army on the red side. And Army needs to clock in right now. They have some time, 8:42 on the clock. And
so Navy has their Coast Guard guy in at the Snakeside Can in the orange jersey.
Well, okay. I asked yesterday if we had any Coast Guard guys.
So Coast Guard plays with the Navy.
Oh, they got to get their own team. Same with the Space Force.
Yes.
I want a Space Force team so bad.
So Space Force, if they did want to play, they would play under the Air Force for right now since we don't have full teams.
Correct.
Well, there goes Vince out of the back.
Hey, Vince needs to tighten it up. He's died early twice now. He's better than that. Oh, and they're going to lose Wong as well, too, but Damien's still alive. This is Army's opportunity. They squandered a 4-on-2 in the last one here, Mike.
Yeah, it looks like it's a 5-on-2 right now. And they own the... Goodness gracious, yes. It's just the Coast Guard left. This
Hold
looks
it down,
dire.
Coastie. Hold it down, Coastie. You got this.
Yeah, it is looking dire.
All by myself.
All by myself.
So who is it for the Coast Guard? What's this guy's name?
See, Coast Guard Puddle Pirate. He's a boat's mate. He just put Puddle Pirate.
That's what he put down
Yep,
as name?
He's just happy to be here. Oh, that's going to be Travis Madrid.
And it looks like Army's going to be on the board with almost a flawless.
Almost a flawless point, yeah, Mike.
Actually, I think it is a flawless.
Yep,
Yeah,
5 alive.
Hey, they needed that. That's a good momentum shifter for them, though. I mean, they get a penalty in that last one and losing a 4-on-2 and now stepping up and having essentially a perfect point to keep this one close. It's going to be a 1-point game with 7:27 to go, and this Commander's Cup.
And that's a great point, Matty. A lot of people talk about momentum shifts, and not very many people understand what that means.
Totally. Well, break it down for me, man, because I feel like I talk about momentum all the time. Me, when I was playing, there's not enough hyperbole and thorough explanation I can give to explain the importance of momentum. It's massive out here.
I think the best way to explain it would be from a psychological perspective, and the fact that, okay, maybe 1, 2, even 3 people on the other team where that momentum has shifted, they don't believe.
Yeah.
So they're concerned. There's that doubt. And that's what the momentum shift really is about. Hey, we just came out, did a perfect point. The other team's thinking, what happened? So
it's clarity of mind, right?
Bingo.
It's clarity of mind, focusing on the moment. Whatever, pick your cliche or the words you would like to use to describe it, but you have to be, everyone, especially the kids these days, like, what's the vibe like? Oh, we got to live in the moment. But momentum is about that, because if you're worried about the last point, which you no longer can change, like a lot of people live in a sense where they are, pondering the past way too much, scared of the future, instead of just focusing on what they can do actually at this specific moment in time.
You nailed it. That's the best way to describe it, right? They're living in the past and they're not focusing on the moment, because if they're living, hey, what happened on that last point? Oh my goodness gracious, we could say it's fear, but let's call it doubt.
Well, it's all of that, right? It's fear, it's doubt, it's also, again, just spending time pondering what has passed instead of focusing on what I can do right this second to change the instance moving forward to make it a better position for my team.
But none of our military services ever doubt, right? Always believe the plan, right, Ryan?
Always believe the plan, even if you.
Because the officers always know what they're talking about, right?
Don't get that started.
No comment. No comment.
I had to
gentlemen.
throw that grenade into the conversation.
No comment, gentlemen.
So jumping into it right now, Navy still with a 1-point lead, but Army with the momentum because again they just won a perfect point, and now they're keeping 5 bodies alive. Oh, just like I say that they lose that body on the D side. So Navy with a safer play and a safer game plan, doubling up that back center. Can't stay there too long. Vince has stayed alive, so that's good for him. He was a beast for him yesterday, but dies early a couple times in these first couple.
I think it's pretty obvious that SK is coaching the Navy. If you look at this pocket play with the shift late after the elimination from the Dorito side.
Yeah, and they were risking things on the D side.
Right.
I mean, that was Dynasty's game plans right out the book.
Bingo.
The wins we saw yesterday from them. But Matt Rowlett's a big kill here for Navy. Another kill coming right now for Navy is Army getting peeled off, losing 2 very quickly in that third one earlier. So just 2 bodies left alive as Vince is now clocked in and dominating on that D side. And that is going to be another point on the board here and inching forward on that scoreboard. 3-1 going to be the score.
Crisp secondaries from the Navy. They got their key eliminations and immediately spread on the chaos. It was fantastic.
So Navy looked like they're the same line, but they added Vince LeBron, who actually has 20 years of service, 4 deployments to Afghanistan and Iraq, boots on the ground.
Wow.
So he's a Navy boots
Outstanding.
on
That
the
man
ground.
is a monster.
Yeah, respect to him for sure. That's a hard road to walk right there.
Oh yeah, it sucks over there.
Yeah, no, I watched, I think we talked about this yesterday, I watched The Outpost and 13 Hours on my flight over here.
13 hours is outstanding.
Yeah, 13 Hours is good. Have you seen The Outpost?
Yes, I have.
Oh, God, that one was really good, too.
Hard to watch sometimes, especially 13 hours.
Yeah.
My first emotional movie was Black Hawk Down.
Yes, sir.
I was a junior, and I was like, oh man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Black Hawk Down's a classic.
Yeah.
But I've seen I've seen The Outpost 3 times. I've seen obviously huge history nerd.
Same.
Also, big into all that sort of stuff. So I've seen all those movies a ton of times. But I think I've seen Black Hawk Down. I mean, I watch it probably once a year,
Right.
and it never gets old.
I make my children watch it.
Well, my son's only 3, but I can't wait till.
Hold off.
Yeah, hold off. I don't. He's not quite ready for it yet.
Bubble guppies go to war.
Son, you're in for a really rough 2.5 hours right here. So I need you to buckle in. I've made you some popcorn.
Or some
We're going to
juice.
tape your eyelids open.
Yeah, we're
We're going to make you watch it.
tape your eyelids.
Embrace it. Embrace
At
it.
some
son.
point in time, and it's going to be rather early. Yeah. No, I got exposure to all that stuff pretty early too, so he's going to get it. Monty's in for it for sure.
So 6:40 on the clock. Navy up by 2. Army looked really good on that point. See if they can try and bring that back again.
Army seems to be getting they're losing the majority of the gunfights.
Well, they're losing the inner point battle.
Right.
They're winning the breaks or doing well on the breaks and then losing that inner point battle. So they really need to tighten up the gunfights, Mike, like you said. And they're going to get a kill quickly, though. So
Army loses Matt Rao over here in the corner on Snake.
and that's a tough death for them because he is their best guy. So right now it's a 4-on-4 situation. Better field position, though, a little bit for Army as they made it out to that outside D1. A little bit of that field spread. It's good to have outside contained. Navy a little bit more conservative with the 2-point lead to preserve. And 6:15 on the clock.
Do we know who's coaching Army?
Wes Itel.
Roger
So
that.
his wife plays on Cheetahs.
Oh, by the way, I don't mean to interrupt, Ryan, but that the Army's Queens, what I would call the snakes. Yeah, he's got a hit on his wrist. That's going to be a penalty because I saw the hit and he buried it. Army took one into the wrist.
He's currently hiding it still. No.
Oh,
he's
no,
getting
I'm telling you it was a hit and he buried it.
Mike, what are you talking about? There's no hit there.
That's right.
What are you saying, sir?
Hey, deception is all warfare, Ryan.
I don't see anything, sir.
Just straight Jedi mind trick the ref. This is
Oh,
It's not the hit you're looking for.
But Navy losing 2 really fast. They do have Vince in the Dorito 2 and the Snake.
Oh, big bite and a full commitment here as he dunks on him. And he gets him clean, does get picked up all the way in the backfield, though. So Vince is still alive.
Looks like it's a 2-on-1 favor to Army.
Army getting a claw back into this one a little bit here.
So this is Gaskin and Daniel Truesdale.
Man, I could watch this type of paintball all day. This is fun.
100%.
So really need to just kind of communicate, close it out. Hopefully, the communication, like you talked about yesterday, Maddie, with the Army, is that they just got to talk about, hey, he's on. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, on
War
me,
of attrition.
on you. Yeah, it's when you're in it, you should look. Maybe I don't know, 2 times out of 100 you should lose those situations. But we just constantly do see people in situations in 2-on-1s where they're just engaging when they shouldn't be engaged. It's a 2-on-1. If you're getting shot at, don't move, don't engage, and hide and yell on me, on me. And then when he gets off you, head check real quick, establish, and if you're not being shot at and you can see he's engaged, move up the field. And then
Don't do
slowly
it
but
alone.
surely, what's up?
Don't do it alone.
Yeah, don't do it alone.
So, we talk about your lower enlisted. So, the snake side guy was Gaskin. So, he's been in 4 years. He's 11 Bravo infantry. He jumped out of airplane 30 times, 2 of them being foreign wings. So, he's probably a specialist. So, there's your young guys, no colonels there.
Yeah.
No fear.
And the far side guy, Daniel Truster, was an infantry sniper, reclassed at Blackhawk mechanic. He said, fun fact, no, Matty Marshall, I'm not a lawyer, but thanks for the compliment in Chicago 2019.
Well played. Well
Awesome.
played.
Yeah, I don't remember that moment because that was like 4 years ago, but I'm sure it was probably funny. So let's check it out. We got Damien been mic'd up here in this one, and we got a little package with him on the 1s and 2s. Let's listen in.
Remember, parental advisory. He knows his shots. You notice how he's playing different sides of the field, but he seems to know the shots. He knows his threat assessments, and that's obviously the Dynasty camp.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like Matt Rao on Infamous, Damien on Dynasty. You don't get opportunities on those top-level squads if you're not really good and you know what you're doing. And a lot of that comes down to situational awareness. So you could see Damien knew all these. He knew he shot Matt on the pack. He knew where these bodies were. He's seeing an engagement, tuck back in, immediately calling the code. So jumping back into it here with a little under 5 to go. And this is a game. Navy just up by 1 right now. It's a good old classic 5-on-5 break as no one has dropped yet, and a little bit better field position.
Losing the snake guy for Army.
Well, now a little bit better here for Navy as Navy's going to dig, and immediately he sees that kill, and Morris is playing pretty good here for Navy over here.
Yeah, Morris is a chief in the Air Force right now. He's
In the Air Force?
No, sorry, Navy. My fault.
We
How
had
could
some,
you insult him like that?
we had some officers out here. There was like a
Lieutenant
lieutenant
Colonel and
colonel,
a
a
major.
major playing out here.
That is outstanding. That makes me happy.
So a whole line of spectrums of jobs and people and ranks.
I want to go meet all those guys.
So right now, Morris on your screen doing a good job here. He's just slowly but surely wrapping around. He's not feeling any pressure. Does he get the shot in on Matt Rao? Matt Rao tucks back into that back center bunker, stays alive. And Morris intelligently realized, hey, I didn't get the kill. I'm going to tuck back in here and stay alive.
4-on-4. However, better field position, I feel, for the Navy.
Yeah, definitely better field position with Morris. Oh, and look, man, Army going to be losing a body out of that. Who shot him? How did he die out of
I
that?
think
has
Ben
to
shot
be-
him from the Doritos, I think.
I think it's Dorito side. Correct. Ryan.
D2?
I think-
Yeah, I think it was
it
D2.
is.
I think it was gun battling and lost the gun battle.
So yeah, it's Vince. Vince walking in over there.
Disengage and shoot the cut.
So Vince dives into D3. He's looking to move up into that 50. Yeah, he's not feeling any pressure. He's going to creep, crawl low, stay low. He's a real tall guy. Guy's probably running about 6'4", 6'5". Body coming off right now for Navy, though, behind Vince. So it's just Vince on an island on that D side, but he's in a good spot. 3 bodies in front of him here for Army.
I think that's evens it up, 3-on-3. And look at
Army
the big
moving
bite.
down the
Big
Doritos,
bite.
and he takes
And he
him out,
gets him.
and he stays alive. Oh, and he shoots another guy.
He's going to get 1, he's going to get 2, and he's going to break it open with the 3-pack here for
Wow.
Army to
I
tie
think
this
there was
game
a
up.
Towel. Was there a towel early?
Well, maybe to preserve the time. I don't know.
I hope Army
why.
didn't
Oh, no. Look at the score.
Oh, Army blew it too fast.
Army blew it too.
Oh my God, what a terrible turn of events here for Army. But who is this right here for Ryan? Because that player for Army, he just had a beautiful 3-pack. One of the best moves I've seen out here today. He was about to tie it up, but it does look like they toweled it.
Yeah, so that's Cody Conklin. He actually plays with Plum Life Camp. He's a 75th Army Ranger Regiment, so sniper qualified, master breacher, airborne. So he's a high-speed, do special operations kind of guy.
Yeah,
High
that's
speed, low drag.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it looked like it out there, but unfortunately, it looks like his coach might have made a bad read on it, and
You know, we've talked about this, right? Take it out of the coach's hands, make something happen. He did that.
Yeah, he did, but it's tough, and maybe you could speak on this here, Mike, real quick, because it's kind of tough sometimes to get a read all the way back in the pits to figure out exactly what the situation is for you to make that read as a coach and when you need to concede, because we're running down on time.
Well, World Cup's a different animal, right? World Cup, the pits are set up behind the start boxes.
Yeah.
So tracking, kill count is difficult, especially for the players on the field. So especially with this layout. Now, that may sound like an excuse. It's not. It's a simple fact that, hey, it's hard to track those eliminations, especially when you're on the field and especially if you're in the coach in the pit.
Yeah,
That's why you've got to have eyes on with someone along this sideline tracking kills.
But regardless of the explanation, that was a good one. But the problem is that was still a really bad mistake because he was about to win that and tie it up. Now they have a 2-point deficit and that swing point, and they're really going to have to dig deep here. But Army has been hanging with Navy, even with the stacked roster for Navy. So, but it's getting to do or die moment. 2-point spread. I think we're down to 3:10 left on the clock.
All right. I concur. You gotta give that guy the opportunity, especially the minute I see my guy launching, because he was launching. Okay, I may be at the buzzer, but if I see my guy launching, I'm holding off until I see what happens.
The repercussions of the move.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, again, just a mistake from the coach there for Army, or whoever ended up hitting. Maybe it wasn't the coach. Maybe somebody just decides every now and then, if there's a lot of people in there, it should only be the coach.
We had a situation.
Did you have a situation like that? I remember that when that happened. Yeah, it's but again, tough at Cup, man, just because of the way where the pits are. Tough to get eyes on the complete situation. So, but the actual situation right now, again, like I said, got to forget about it. All right, man, mistake was made. Let's move on. We now need 2, and we need 2 in 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
And that's doable on this field. These points have actually been relatively quick.
Yeah, the points are going pretty fast out here in this Commander's Cup. But Navy, if Navy can get 5 bodies out alive, shoot a body on the break, and zone it up, then they're going to be looking pretty good. This team doesn't appear like zoning it up is in their vocabulary, though. They're just kind of full court press type.
Army wants to go. Army wants to go. I think Navy's a little bit more meticulous.
Yeah, a little bit, but
Not much.
Navy likes to send it too, because if so you got Vince over there, and is that Damian Wong's out there? I don't see Damian.
No, Damian's been sitting the last couple points. I think they're letting some of the other Navy guys get some spins.
So we've got a heavy snake push here for the Navy, it looks like. Yep, there he goes out to the snake corner. Well, we've got a hopper being worked on by Army. Now he's back in the fight.
The Army is going to get taken out. He tried to argue with the ref, though. It's like, what are you talking about?
This is rub.
Yeah, but he's coming out of that D2, but they do take D1. So 4 bodies alive out there. Try to get it done here for Army with 2:50 to go. Looking at a 1-body advantage currently for Navy. 2-point advantage on the board.
Army advancing on the Dorito side and Dorito 2.
Yeah, Army has no choice. They still have to go forward, and it's not reckless attack time yet, but you have to be proactive, and you need to be making some moves out here.
Navy losing a body, so it's 4-4 now.
Oh, Army gets a great shot on the snake corner for the Navy.
That's a huge.
Now he should be on his horse. Let's go.
Yeah, huge kill here for Army. Oh, and he pops the top and gets his loader scalp.
Oh, but he's trades with Evan Wong.
Okay, he trade. All right, that's
Do you notice how
okay.
Navy changed their paint to pink, so that way there's no confusion of yellow paint on yellow jerseys?
Yeah, it already cost him a kill earlier. It didn't cost him a point, but
Did this just come
It's
to
a
a
3-on-2. It's a 3-on-2.
Oh, I
right
see
now.
the other Dorito, Dorito 2 for Army. Army's advantage with 2 minutes.
Army needs to push down the field to save that time. Oh,
Army needs to get in the snake and go.
So one guy left. Vince is left on 1-on-3.
We must not know the count because we've come into the snake and now we're just kind of sitting. We're looking. We're checking.
Daniel
There we go.
Christopher.
Let's go.
Come on, Daniel. You better play better. I'm playing with him later on in defense.
Yeah, he better start
Play
backing it
better.
up, right? He should get a free kill here.
Let's go, Daniel.
As long as he, there we go. Find the pack.
There
it
we
is.
go.
he's gonna blast Vince. And
Good job, Daniel Truesdale.
Go. Look, we need to be hustling. Come on, Army. You can run faster.
He's
than that.
broken.
Is he?
We're I'm 38, but my body's 78 military years, so.
I'm 50, and I like to think I'm 40.
Well, I'm 45, but I'm 85 in paintball years. So yeah, and I feel everyone's pain.
Well, mine's a 20-year-old, so hey, that works. 21-year-old, so at least take a drink.
God bless you. I love it.
Yeah, so getting interesting here as we're currently in the pits right now with Army. Let's listen in.
Got it.
Let me play the home and then bump over if that's
Okay, that's fine.
Give me a minute.
Hey, Matt, I need you over in the snake side.
Yep. Stevie, you're,
I'm calling
you got
timeout at 30, so we'll be okay.
Okay.
Why is this clock not rolling?
Hey, Coach, you need help with kids?
That's gonna be the last point, probably. You can go over there and help if you want. Hey, check it out.
Who's this, Coach Ryan?
Wes Hightail. That's his wife Courtney. She plays on the Cheetahs for the NXL, and then that's her husband.
Yeah, we're good.
He's on
Hey,
the D3
you want
five-man line as well for
God or
VM.
ice?
He'll be actually
I'm
coaching
worried
this
about
event.
going past the god. They've shot 2 guys. Ice is the wall and the snake. They've shot 2 guys going out that way.
So what was the
God
coach's,
there. Hey,
what
you okay?
did he do in the service?
Wes Hightail was, I don't know what he did actually. I'm going to drop the ball on this one because I don't know. He just, he was nobody. He's my friend, and we say screw you, Wes. So that's what we say. Every time we see him, we just say screw you, Wes. It's always his fault.
What was it? Do you remember off the top of your head what Matt Rouse's specialty was?
Is he on here? Oh, I don't have him on here as well. See, you know, we give these guys this paperwork to do, and then they don't do it. And so they're like, why didn't you say anything?
Military
about
hates
me?
paperwork.
I feel your pain,
So
brother.
they don't
I
do
feel your
anything.
pain.
So
Why am I filling out a form for equipment I should already have?
yeah, exactly. So Matt Rao was in the Army, got out, and now he's here.
You know, Wes there, it appears Wes is going to call a timeout. And he just wants to get his guys comfortable. He feels it's the last point. Looks like we're going to have to delay out a home. He wants to go a little bit short on the snake side into the god. But it looks like he wants to take a little bit of ground on the D side. We'll see how that pans out.
Now we're in the Navy pit here. They seem calm as a Hindu cow right now.
Oh. I was thinking something more.
Stealing that one. Hindu cow.
You know, just chilling in the field. You know you're not going to get killed. No one's going to eat you. Everything's chill.
You know, my military mentality, I just thought of something way worse to say, but I was like, I got to keep that to myself. I'll tell you guys offline.
I bet I can already guess it. Very calm in the Navy pits. That's good. That's good pit control. That shows an understanding of the.
Well, yeah,
moment.
because like, all right, well, hey, we know somebody else is going to do our work, so we'll just sit here and drive the boat. And hang out.
Spoken like a true Marine.
I love it.
Army, they used to being crapped on. They used to life sucking and being down and out and people kicking them and pushing them. So this is great. They're in their element right now.
Right in the moment for them.
And
They're living the life.
nothing's happy right now for them. So like, yeah, we're great. Everybody's depressed. Let's play.
It's interesting because we called bunkers, Wes called bunkers, but we didn't call jobs. I assume the gentlemen understand what the job would be.
You would hope, because that's kind of part of it, right? So jumping into this potential last point, only a minute 24 on the clock, as Navy up by 1, and Navy going conservative, pocketed it up, just rolling guns. A little outside progression here for Army as they do make it out to D1.
And they own the center.
Yeah, and get into that wedge. So they are up and they are out, and they're going to get another body out of that back center, but down under a minute here. And no kills yet for him. So, but Matt Rao catching one, trying to create from that Aztec, and can't really knock anyone getting shot on Army right now if you're trying to actively engage in a gunfight, because you have to present some sort of offense.
But Army evens it up by taking out the god from the Navy.
Craig Martin trying to fill the way over to this can, seeing that they lost their snake side. So good job by Army to spread the field. So they're pretty even on bodies and field spread. So Navy just has to sit, shoot lanes, 30 seconds left.
Oh, there it is. That's
Okay.
what. Oh, he got hit on the pack. I saw it.
The cardinal sin of paintball is to be alive in your bunker, down by 1 when time expires. I hope to God that no one on Army is left alive when this time expires in 12 seconds. What are you guys doing?
That
Put
Army
a-
player
put a
was
guy
hit
in and
on the
make a
pack
move.
when he went in.
So the clock is kind of messed up right now. It was at 31, went to 21. So I don't know if they exactly know what the time is.
Gaskin getting away with one there.
Push-ups for whoever you are. I need some push-ups out of that guy in the center. And if the guy on the D side was alive, I need you to drop down and give me 100. What are you doing?
That was a great match, though. That was fun. Gaskin's definitely hit on the pack, though.
So Navy is going to take this Commander's Cup. It was a hard-fought battle, but yeah, man, again, the cardinal sin of paintball, why are you alive when time expires when you're down by 1? Put a guy in and make a move. Worst case scenario, you get shot. Guess what? You're going to lose the game if you're alive in your bunker anyway.
And at World Cup, you've got clock on both sides of the field. It's not like you can't see it.
So yeah, so this is it. Hey, you saw it. Talk me through this, Mike.
There it is. He comes around that S1. He takes one right there. That's coming from the Snakeside Tower. I guarantee it, because that guy's like 6 feet tall. And
That's a big optical.
and he's looking around. No ref saw it. Good.
He's looking around waiting to see if someone can run and pull him out.
He's like, nope, okay, let's go.
You know, it didn't matter though, as
I don't have to pull
so.
myself out. The ref has to pull me out.
That's right. Eagle Eye Bianca catches another one.
So congratulations to Navy as they are
Well
going
done.
to be the Commanders Cup champion. Ryan, thank you so much. Really appreciate all the hard work you did getting all that information for me. This was a fun one, man. I love the Commanders Cup, and a big happy birthday to the Marine Corps. They didn't win this one. They were champions last year. But, you know, they are under the Navy, technically. So, you know, they should be totally
Careful. You're gonna make
stoked.
some people upset.
They should be totally stoked that the Navy just won the championship, right?
Hey, I mean, go Army beat Navy. You know the whole Army-Navy football game. So this is a great.
That's
match.
right. Navy advanced because the Marines lost.
Yeah.
So congratulations. And the Marines are going to claim that. Hey, you got your shot because we cleared the way, right?
So at
Yeah.
5 o'clock, we'll be doing ceremonies to hand out the trophy and cake cutting ceremony.
So that is going to do it. Going to be heading into the afternoon competition. Last bit of the prelims. Going to see who's going to be moving on to Sunday here at the 2023 NXL World Cup of Matty Marshall here on Go Sports, and we will be right back. Stick with us.